Hello and welcome back to Worthing CC's YouTube channel for our highlights of our first 11 versus Littlehampton first 11 in the first round of the 2020 Cup. We both received byes in our first round, so this is technically the second round, but the first game we've both played. Apologies for missing the first sort of 4 overs of our first innings. Worthing won the toss and chose to bat first. And you'll see that Nick Bellamy and Dean Solway, our overseas from Australia, have made a very bright start, bringing up the 50 in just after the power play finishes. On a decent wicket, same wicket as what we used on Saturday in our home win against Brighton. Apologies, but the technology failed us, which means we were unable to get that video out to you. But hopefully this one will be a good set of highlights for you. Weather is much improved, speeding up the Manor outfield back to its normal self. And as you can see, both batsmen getting off to a really good start. Plenty of boundaries in those first 10. Going along at a decent run rate of 8 per over without losing a wicket. The race to 50 was on. Who do you think is going to get there, Dean or Nick? Dino is our winner, taking his score to just past 50 off just 33 balls. Making their way up to 100 as well. Littlehampton didn't bowl badly. I think just some really good proactive batting, moving the fielders around, especially once the field spread on a very large outfield. Don't know who put out the boundaries, but on one side you've got at least a 70-odd metre boundary. The other side probably 50 as you've got a second pitch on the east side. 100 comes up in just the 13th over. Really looking to make a big score here, to put Littlehampton under pressure, chasing on a decent wicket. Nick moves to 50 off 47 balls, playing the sort of supportive role to Dino in that first 100, but pleased to see him get his first 50 back for Worthing this season. Overseas had a little bit of misfortune there as Bellamy drags past the leg stump for past short fine leg for a boundary 4. Dean using his feet really well to the leg spin, hitting over extra cover. Nick really started to go through the gears here. Lovely reverse sweep for a 1 bounce 4. Pretty close to being a 6. But Dino tries to copy Nick and gets a glove through to the keeper, making an excellent 67 off just 48 balls. We sent in Harry Merritt-Bland, who had a really good 30-odd overrun a ball to take us to a really good victory on Saturday. But Nick was the one that went big at the end. Again, scoring well off Littlehampton's overseas. Ending our innings on 161 for 1. Nick left 81 off just over half the balls. Really good innings from them. Pick of the bowlers for Littlehampton. Probably at 6 and over. Their leg spinner, Ben Duffel, got their only wicket as well, 1 for 26. James Askew as well, only going at 7 and over for 4 overs for 28. In the reply, no, they needed to make a decent dash off this power play. Both the Askews opening the batting. We were hit hard by Mike Askew last year in the league, where Mike scored a brilliant century to take them to victory over us in a home loss. But this time we were able to get a wicket. Robson Piper finding the outside top edge and being caught well at short third man by Josh Hyde, off spinner coming in from the second 11. Early wicket was important. He is a danger man. A second wicket just 2 balls later. Sam Mellor clipping to the leg side for a relatively straightforward catch at short mid wicket. 2 early wickets in the power play for Robson Piper, doing his confidence a great deal as he's come up from the second 11 as well and done really well. That did bring in Sam Holding, Littlehampton's overseas, who started very brightly, hitting a enormous 6 down the ground off Finn Wood. Not a bad area at all, just pumped straight down the ground. Harry Merritt-Bland came on, unfortunately just bowling a little bit too short. Again, overseas, pulling that to the deep mid-wicket boundary. I think successive fours here as well. Bit unfortunate there, the outside edge being found, skewed off down to the quick boundary towards the pavilion. Ending an expensive over with another boundary here. A better shot through extra cover. It took holding to just 27 off 14 balls at this point. Littlehampton going well, up with the rate really at 50 for 2 off the power play. But Askew going for a big hoik across the line, gets out to Josh Hyde with a straight off spinning delivery. Really good start for him, 1 for 4 off his first over. Skipper comes on, unfortunately bowls a little drag down, and this is by far the biggest 6 of the day. Onto the long side over deep square for, I want to say, near enough 90 metres. But really important run out from our overseas, winning the overseas battle. Direct hit from long off. Really, really impressive to run out the danger man. Holding for 38 off just 20 balls. That was a really important wicket. And from then on, Hyde takes another one here. Stone dead LBW. Off spinner. It's the left-hander playing across the line. Out first ball. 67 for 5. At this point, regular wickets really put the hold on Littlehampton. Good catch by Harry Merritt-Bland here. Caught long on, off the skipper. Another duck for David Moon. That's the 3rd duck of the innings to this point. And Hyde, our pick of the bowlers by far on this Sunday, with again a good delivery, playing across the line. That was 4 overs, 3 for 10. A really well-deserved, in my view, man of the match performance alongside Nick Ballamy's 80. Littlehampton sort of used the last 5-6 overs a bit of a net practice, really. Just sort of milking the bowlers and taking a few runs, taking their score up to the 119th over, and they ended on 105 for 7 at the end. So Worthing winning comfortably by over 50 runs. Our pick of the bowlers, as mentioned, for 3 for 10 for Josh Hyde, and Robson Piper 2 for 15 off 3 overs. Worthing go through to the next round to play Haywards Heath in a home tie at the Manor. We look forward to seeing you again on our channel, and as always, please do like and subscribe. See you guys soon.